matchup between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Set. 50 seconds to Mike. Check pass. Check pass.
And a quick throw here that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Throwing on second down, Darnold. And he's got his man on the out route. 11 yards there, first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And only caught it up. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Fair. Check. Switch.
James White's first carry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Let him know. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Second and 9 now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got it at the 15. A gain of 32 that time.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Deatrich Wise, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Motion, motion.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be called for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
Yeah, 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 8. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
53 for Mike. Got one. Mike, 53.
He'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quinnen Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and get up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
At their own 5-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point. And he can't find room to run. Bell's going to go down, and that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
First down, New England.
So this will probably be the last play of the quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the toss, here's Michelle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Michelle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Hey, check it.
Shotgun now for Brady. Open man is Gordon, complete. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Here we go. Here we go.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Brady's throw there complete. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Wait,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
We won it. Come to my work. Check 4. Check 4.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
I can't believe they even let you play. Patrick. Watch twins. Watch twins. Let's go. Rip. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Man, Rip.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got White here. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, go 66. Go. Sugar.
Again, it's Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So it's our first offensive points of the game so far, and it gives us a very rare scoreline. We don't see this one often, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been sort of a weird one to this point, hasn't it? But hey, in this league, you take points any way you can get them.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
57, Mike, 57. Yo, lady, check. 57's the Mike, watch 57. Hey, let's get that ball.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Exit.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Throwing now is Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Let's go. Here we go.
Ozzie.
From the gun, Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken from just outside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And this one gives these guys a 12-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the small
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Zoom.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Now it's Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Tackles. Check 9, check 9.
Check it, reload.
Mike 53. Mike.
On second and a couple. Brady, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Bravo.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Hey, 72.
Operating from the gun. Brady. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Cover! Go! Hey, wahoo!
65!
Regular!
The final shot before half for Brady. It's caught to Charles. Powers through him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Wait, that flag 20.
Hey, they're scared. Check.
Alert. Hit.
Now Brady. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
72. Hey, Haywood.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Complete to Dorsett. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mike 57. Lady, screen. Watch the screen.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Darnold. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by J.C. Jackson.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
On 2nd and 9. Brady. That's complete. It's Charles. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Mark 56, pull it high. Low bandit.
From the gun, it's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Smooth. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, 66. Hey, Delta. 450.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, echo.
From the gun, Brady. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Taking it about the 16.
Let's go.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Again, it's Bell. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the run.
Red 80. See it.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, here's White. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 27, Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a jet touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover forced, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick-6, 4th quarter, that is a game-changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 44, Brady. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Let's get off the field. Sugar. 26, check 26. You go tight. You got Ozzy. Hey, Alabama.
On third down, a run from White. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Hey, Steve 6. You go see me.
The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. That's to his running back, complete. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Out. Go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Motion. Check out.
You draw Corker. Go 50. Check it. Reload.
They'll run on first down. Right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Hey, Alpha.
Go. 57 to Mike. Watch twist.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
Check. Fresno. Young lady.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd and 2, Brady. Dorsett's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Looking end zone for Jones, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. That throw by Brady, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Brady to throw again. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, White. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
53 is the Mike. Dude. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Let's go, D. Sugar.
Now Brady. It's complete. James White. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Bravo. Here we go. 53 is the Mike. 53. Check 53. Watch the screen. Alert. 53 is the Mike. 72.
Brady to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. Wahoo. Check 53 is Mike. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Check it. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. Hey, Charlie. Mike 53. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the regular.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And that is Complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Bell, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. But he gets this deep into Patriot territory. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the Jets, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for New England, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.